ever felt like giving up, these quotes will remind you why you shouldn't. From a small spark may burst a mighty flame, Dante Alighieri. Fall 7 times, stand up 8, Japanese proverb. Hard times may have held you down, but they will not last forever, Joel Osteen. You've got to keep dancing when the music changes. Do not judge me by my success. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again, Nelson Mandela. Storms make trees take deeper roots, Dolly Parton. You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated, Maya Angelou. Adversity causes some men to break, others to break records, William Arthur Ward. Difficulties in life are intended to make us better, not bitter, Dan Reeves. It's not whether you get knocked down, it's whether you get up, Vince Lombardi. You never know how strong you are until being strong is your only choice, Bob Marley. Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, "I will try again tomorrow," Mary Ann Radmacher. Persistence and resilience only come from having been given the chance to work through difficult problems, Gevert Tooley. The world breaks everyone, and afterward, many are strong at the broken places, Ernest Hemingway. Every adversity, every failure, every heartache carries with it the seed of an equal or greater benefit, Napoleon Hill. We are stronger, gentler, more resilient, and more beautiful than any of us imagine, Mark Nepo. You are not the darkness you endured. You are the light that refused to surrender, John Mark Green. Turn your wounds into wisdom, Oprah Winfrey. My scars remind me that I did indeed survive my deepest wounds, Steve Goodyear. Although the world is full of suffering, it is also full of the overcoming of it, Helen Keller. The oak fought the wind and was broken. The willow bent when it must and survived, Robert Jordan. Resilience is knowing that you are the only one that has the power and the responsibility to pick yourself up, Mary Holloway. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it, Henry Ford. Crisis forces common people to become uncommon heroes, Caroline Myss. A hero is an ordinary individual who finds the strength to persevere and endure in spite of overwhelming obstacles, Christopher Reeve. Some days, it's okay if the best thing you did was just breathe, Yumi Sakugawa. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts, Winston Churchill. To be tested is good. The challenged life may be the best therapist, Gail Sheehy. He who has a why to live can bear almost any how, Friedrich Nietzsche. We don't develop courage by being happy every day. We develop it by surviving difficult times and challenging adversity, Barbara de Angelis. You build on failure. You use it as a stepping stone, Johnny Cash. The human capacity for burden is like bamboo, far more flexible than you'd ever believe at first glance, Jodi Picoult. Success is stumbling from failure to failure with no loss of enthusiasm, Winston Churchill. Rock bottom became the solid foundation on which I rebuilt my life, J.K. Rowling. When we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves, Viktor Frankl. We will either find a way or make one, Hannibal. Life doesn't get easier or more forgiving. We get stronger and more resilient, Steve Maraboli. Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars, Khalil Gibran. Resilience is accepting your new reality, even if it's less good than the one you had before, Elizabeth Edwards. It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change, Charles Darwin. I can be changed by what happens to me, but I refuse to be reduced by it, Maya Angelou. Even if I knew that tomorrow the world would go to pieces, I would still plant my apple tree, Martin Luther. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength, Marcus Aurelius. Resilience is the ability to attack while running away, Wes Fessler. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall, Confucius. The greatest glory in living lies not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall, Nelson Mandela. Keep going. Everything you need will come to you at the perfect time, Anonymous. Sometimes carrying on, just carrying on, is the superhuman achievement, Albert Camus.